Hello, hello everyone. Be ready. Hold on one second. I'm inviting my person to jump on. Look for invite. Okay, so I just invited our top secret, top coach, one of our top coaches to come jump on here and do a little live session with us, with all of you. It's our little hot seat. Every single Wednesday, we're gonna have a hot seat coach for you with a little Q&A. So waiting for her to jump on, but make sure that you have watched the 3 other videos. Bring them on camera. And make sure you add it. I just invited you, Alyssa.
Yay!
It worked. Yay! I love it. Perfection. I love it. I love it. So stand still.
Okay.
Stop moving.
I'm trying to get good lighting.
So, what?
I'm trying to get good lighting.
You're good. They all see you, which is perfect. So we have Chelsea on here. Hey, Chelsea. We have Chelsea. We have Krista. We have Kelly. And I am so excited that all of you guys are watching today, because if you didn't know that this week is our little coach info session just for 3 days. We're going to be doing them every single week for you, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yesterday, I did 2 live videos for you, one talking about just who we are, what we do as Imperfectly Balanced, what our mission is. Last night, I talked about the what ifs and the objections that every single coach has and how none of them are true. And then this morning, I talked about how you earn an income, but also what it costs for you to get started as a coach, and then the fun perks of coaching. And then every Wednesday, you're going to be lucky enough to have a little hot seat moment with one of our coaches on our team. And first up is one of our top coach leaders. She's a 5-star coach. She's number 112 in the entire network out of 450,000, which is insane. And this is Alyssa, and she has no idea the questions I'm going to ask her.
I don't.
I was gonna a hot seat.
I was gonna ask you to prep, but then I was like, no. I usually do better if it's like, you know, more spontaneous.
Well, this is completely spontaneous, and Alyssa has no idea what I'm going to ask her. So it's going to be fun to see what her answers are going to be when I ask her that. But I want you guys to ask questions. Feel free to ask Alyssa questions as we go through this. Literally, I'm going to try to keep it no longer than 15 minutes because it's a hot seat, and it shouldn't be long. Hot seat, quick. So if you have questions along the way, feel free to ask below, and I can ask Alyssa when I see them pop up. But the first thing I want Alyssa to do before we get started, and before I ask her all of these juicy questions, is for her to intro herself and just tell us a little bit about who she is. And yeah, so who are you, Alyssa?
Well, I met Allie on Instagram forever ago, and I was honestly the biggest skeptic out there, like real big. And I am a mama of 2 boys. I'm a retired teacher, so I used to teach music. And then I had like a major weight loss journey, and through that really became super interested in health and fitness. And my passion really is helping women find themselves again through health and fitness after babies. And so I started a blog, and after blogging, I was like, I'm going to get my personal training certificate. So I did that. And I started training online by myself for a while. And then I met Allie, and she kind of fell into—
Don't tell too much. You're going to answer some of my questions.
Okay. Well, I won't tell too much. I'll go into that later, I guess. But I'll give you a couple little fun things about me. I love cats, and I am I'm kind of obsessed with the new TV show. Gosh, what's it called on Hulu, Allie? I told you about it.
The Handmaid's
Tale. Oh, so good. So I guess that's pretty much it. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a mom of 2. I stay at home. I work from home, and I love it.
Where do you live? Did you say that?
I didn't say where I live. I'm from Denver, Colorado, but originally from the East Coast.
So my next question is how long have you been a coach for?
I've been a coach for 17, 18 months now.
It's crazy.
I know.
It's crazy. So how long did we talk on Instagram for until you said yes?
Oh my gosh. A long time. I will say, like, I think it was probably like 10 months total. And I don't know what it was really. I just remember I was really hesitant because, do you want me to answer this or am I going too far?
Which my next question was, why did it take you almost a year to say yes? Like, what were your skeptics? What was the objections? What were your what ifs?
Okay.
To waiting a year
Yeah.
to say yes?
So I was really skeptical because, truthfully, I felt like sometimes Beachbody gets a bad rap, and it's unfortunate. And it was just really because I didn't truly understand what it would allow me personally to do. And I saw other coaches doing it, but I didn't connect with them. And there was something about you that I was like, I don't know about this blonde. I don't know. She like kind of intrigues me a little bit. She seems really happy and smiley. So I just kind of kept following along, and you were super patient with me. I had loads of questions, and I would say to like anybody who's really skeptical to ask your questions. It's okay to ask questions because most of us that do this, we're really skeptical in the beginning. But for me, it was like not understanding how it would allow me to expand what I was already doing and have like the team support and the business structure behind it to feel really supported and successful in what I was doing. Because doing it by myself for a while, it was kind of lonely. You know, I would work from home, and it's not like that at all. It's like you do you, and then you have a bunch of like friends to back you up.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect answer. Okay, so next question was, what was it that kind of just made you change your mind? When you decided to say yes, what was it that made you like change your mind? Was it like just an aha moment that you had, or like was there anything specific that just said, okay, yes?
There totally was something specific. So I'm really, macro training is like my thing, and I do competition prep for clients, and I'm a weightlifter. I'm also a bikini competitor. And so that really was the route that I was going, was doing like training plans, weightlifting plans, and macro training for clients. But the problem was that I wasn't able to legally do this out of state. So because I'm from the East Coast and now live in Colorado, I had a lot of people that followed my journey, followed my story, and wanted to work with me. But I just am by the book. I'm a by the book kind of girl. And it just was not, it was scary for me to like do that and not do it and cover all of my bases. So I started to look into different companies. And beforehand, I was sponsored. So I was sponsored athlete with MRM. And I also was sponsored with a local protein company, nutrition company. And I was getting tons of free product for writing on my blog and promoting them, but it wasn't the direction that I wanted to go. I knew I wanted to do a business. So I had to figure out like how to make that transition. And for me, Beachbody was maybe not the top on my list when I was originally looking. It wasn't. It was like I had a list of like 4 things I was looking for. And once I really started to look at the nutrition, that's when it clicked for me, because it was literally exactly what I do, but it was more accessible, and it allowed me to like let go of the liabilities and be able to work as a trainer in nutrition with other people across state lines. And everything is seamless in the group. Everybody follows those programs, but I have the option as the trainer and the coach to be able to change people's macros based on their like body and needs and all that stuff. So if you know anything about macros and you're listening, or maybe you don't, if you do, just know that we have like bulking plans, we have carb cycling plans, we have 40, 30, 30 plans. We've got like competition type plans. We've got low fat plans. We have low carb plans. I mean, there's like literally everything for everybody. And that gives me more tools in my tool bags to work with everybody, not just one meal plan. And I think that's the thing that people, go into other companies and they're like, oh, this is, keto, or this is low fat, this is low carb, whatever, all that stuff. But it's one plan. Beachbody has all the plans. So it allows you to work with, I can work with ladies with thyroid issues. I can work with ladies that, you know, are doing like low carb. I can work with ladies that are bulking. I can do all these different things. So it allows me to have more tools in my tool bag.
I love it. I love that. So for all of you that are healthcare and fitness professionals, resources is a big aspect to merging with Beachbody, because Beachbody, we're just using them as a tool, as a resource to help us help our clients more and to grow a business. So I have a question. Actually, I have a statement by Chelsea, and I want you to answer this, Alyssa. So Chelsea said, I feel that I need to lose weight before coaching. I'm not that fit right now. What would you say to her?
Yeah, that's actually a really common thought, I think, among new coaches. And the thing is with coaching, it's not really about being this perfect idea of in our heads, because we're never perfect, and it's not about being perfect. And I would say that the people that are typically have a harder time actually coaching, because that's not what relates to other people. What relates to other people is actually just being human and imperfect, and following you in your story and your ability to connect with other people in that. And that's really what makes a good coach, not being perfect. And I have seen other Beachbody coaches, I think, that do look like this perfect idea of fitness and all this stuff. But, you know, at the end, it makes it harder for them, because it makes it not relatable, you know? And I think being relatable and being approachable and being real is truthfully the most important thing about being a good coach.
I love that answer. And I will add on to that too. Chelsea, for you, for Lauren, I see one of my girl, Angie, she's on here. All of you ladies watching, a lot of you are either girls who have never done a program with us before, or you're challengers. And I will say, the best coaches are usually the challengers, and it's because they've experienced the transformation, they've experienced our challenge groups, and the beauty of it is, even for you, Chelsea, you've never done a group before, you get to be in our group while you train as a coach. So they go hand in hand. So you get to share your journey from day one of helping people and your own health and fitness, which to me, that's the best way to get started, honestly. Krista says, okay, just be ready for another question, Alyssa.
Okay.
Krista says, I agree, but I personally won't even open my eyes to coaching until I have completed a plan. I just think I can't back up the product and the program without having results or completing it. Thoughts on that, Alyssa?
Yes, I do. Actually, before I started coaching, I had kind of done a Beachbody workout before, but not really. And I had never tried Shakeology, like literally never. And that's also really common. And the thing with it for me personally was it wasn't about the product itself. It was about the tool and me being able to do what I wanted to do and having the resources to do it. And yeah, I think that once you do a program and once you try you have more investment and you understand more like what it is, but you have to allow yourself the opportunity to really go through that. That's almost like saying, you know, you need to be perfect or you need to be this to start, because you don't. You just have to start, and then it gets easier and it gets easier, and you learn more and you do more, and it becomes more comfortable, just like everybody else. So like, I didn't try any kind of product before I started, none. That was like not even the reason I joined at all. Like I said, I joined for the meal plans. I joined for the meal plan and the support. So I think that's totally okay. You can absolutely be a successful coach if you have not tried a plan yet. I think you just jump on board and, you know, do a program and let people follow along in that journey.
And I had the same exact situation as Alyssa, and I talked about this yesterday in my little what ifs and commonly asked questions video. When I signed up to be a coach, I had never completed a Beachbody program either. I had never tried Shakeology. We didn't even have the performance line out to try, which is like one of the best products we have on the market. I had never tried it either, but no one knew that. And all I knew was that I wanted to help women, and I didn't care what resource, what tool it was. Obviously, I did my research and I went with Beachbody as well, but I just went all in. I just went all in, and I was like, I'm going to help these women. But it's yeah, the fitness, it is the nutrition, but it's really the community and the sisterhood that we create. That for me was everything. And that's what was the number one important priority on my list when I became a coach, was how can I create support for women in a place of safety, in a place of acceptance? And that's what this is. And for me, you know, Crystal, like you had just said, you know, you never completed the program. Neither did I. I literally made a post on Facebook. I remember the day. It was the day before I left for Mexico for my birthday. And I just said, hey, I'm going to do a 21 day challenge group. Anyone want to join me? That's it. It was the worst picture in the entire world. And it wasn't even showing my body. It was like my head chopped off, cropped. It was awful. And I had 15 women that said, yes, I want to do it with you. And I didn't say I'm going to coach you. I said, I want 15 women to help me, to start this journey with me, to do this program with me. And I had 15 women in my first group. And it's because I was open and I was honest and I was transparent. So it's not about getting to day 80 or to day 21. It's about day 1. And that's when you start inspiring people. So next question is, what is one thing that has surprised you about coaching?
Oh, I love this one. Okay, I can answer this like so fast. Honestly, it's the friends. I don't know what I expected with that. I just was like, well, I'm going to take the resources and I'm going to do like my own thing. And these like people in this online world, like they're all right and everything, but I can just do this myself because I'm an independent worker. And you know, like I started going to team calls and then I was like, okay, well, I kind of like these people. You know, they're fun. I look forward to our team calls on Tuesdays. And then, you know, before you know it, you have like really great friends. And Allie knows I just love her to pieces. She is like my best friend. And I just care about her so deeply. And you know, it's just so crazy that you can have those types of relationships and friendships on a team where you like talk to people online, because you talk to them so often and you know, you get to know people, and it's just like hands down the most amazing thing. That's the part that surprised me the most.
That's my favorite part too, is the friendship. My favorite part. And then we get to take trips together, like next week.
Woo-hoo. I'm excited.
I'm so excited. Okay, so next question is, and tell the truth. Okay, Alyssa, this is truth. What is the secret sauce to being a successful coach?
Okay. Yeah, there's like
or yours. What's your secret sauce?
I would say that the biggest thing about being a successful coach is consistency and belief in yourself, and being able to like refuel and work on your mindset at the same time. You know, I think that like being consistent in what you're doing is number one, but then like filling your cup and listening to personal development and, you know, being able to like really instill that belief that you can while you're doing it is hands down the most important thing.
I love this. Consistency is everything.
It is.
Consistency across the board. I would say hands down. And that's personal and professional. That's consistency with your fitness, consistency with showing up in our team calls, consistency and being a part of activities like this. It's everything. It's like the whole package. You can't kind of like pick and choose. It's everything. Next is, what is one advice, one thing that you would say to all the ladies listening right now that are on the fence to becoming a coach? What's one thing you would say to them? Those that are on the fence.
Oh gosh. I would say that if you're on the fence, you know, like, believe me, we get it. We get it. But this is something that has absolutely changed my life. And I would encourage you to like, just take the jump and take the risk, because you just don't know until you do it. And I think a lot of people are scared about failing and about not doing well or those, but you don't know until you try it. You don't know until you try it. And this could be something that brings a lot of value to your life. Like for me this year, I think after, it was new leadership when I went to, I was trying to decide about one word I would use to describe coaching in my life. And it's value, hands down, because it adds so much value to my life, being able to add value to other people's lives. And it's something that I started just, you know, like for fun, I wanted to do something to keep my mind busy while my kids are at school and this and that. And it has turned into an absolute blessing. And I just cannot even imagine my life without it. So I would just encourage you just to take the risk, because truthfully, it is worth it. It is worth it.
Perfect. And I will say that every single coach that is going to share, they're going to say it was a risk for them and they were afraid. They had fear. They had what ifs. They had concerns. Every single thing you've heard from me talking over the past 2 days to Alyssa, it's common. You can see the common theme for all of us. We're all the same. We all feel the same way, but we're looking for more. We're looking either for more resources, more friendship without knowing it, more accountability. We're looking for more, maybe something to do at home if you're a stay-at-home mom to fill in the cracks of your day, or maybe you're looking to grow a business. We all have something in those areas that we're looking for, and coaching can meet every one of those needs, or all of the above, or some that you don't even know exist yet, which is the coolest thing about coaching, is that it is yours and the sky is the limit. You just have to say yes. That's really it. That's what it comes down to. So last words, anything you want to say, Alyssa, before we head off for our little hot seat moment?
No, I don't think there's anything else, but I just want to say I absolutely love our team. Oh, I do want to say that. Yeah, I do want to say that because I think that a lot of people, you know, start and they just start with somebody random. And I feel so sad for those people because the truth is that our team is by far like the best and the biggest support system. And you know, like not all those resources are team, they're not company wide. So every team is very different. And this team is the best, hands down.
It is the best team ever. It's the best team ever. And make sure that you watch next week, because in this group, obviously, if you guys sign up to be a coach this week, next week we're also going to highlight our week of summit.
Oh my gosh,
our big coach
so
summit
excited.
event. It's the best. And we're going to highlight that next week in this group. And even better is that every single one of you can be with us next year at our coach summit event, which is in July. So check it out. Be a part of it, and I guarantee you're going to have major FOMO, fear of missing out, and you're going to want to be there next year. So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much, Alyssa, for coming on here and answering some hot seat questions that you had no idea I was going to ask you. But the one thing I remember out of this entire call is that you love cats. I mean, that's the first thing that stands out. But really,
I do. Cats, pancakes, and coffee.
So that all of you remember, Alyssa for cat, pancakes, and coffee. Okay,
like
we all have these quirks, but most of all, the one thing that Alyssa said is the friendship, the sisterhood, and just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take this leap, because I promise you, you will not regret it. In a couple months, you could be our coach on the hot seat, answering questions just like Alyssa. So thank you so much, Alyssa.
You're welcome.
Thank you for everyone for watching. Make sure that you watch, oh, I got a hair here. Make sure you watch the videos from yesterday. This is our 4th video, and then I will have one more video tomorrow closing us out, just telling you how to get started and all about our new coach mentorship. So have a fabulous Wednesday. Make sure you tag some friends below if you think they're interested in joining our amazing sisterhood, and have a fabulous Wednesday. Bye, you guys.